Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We're gonna jump right in, and I'm starting by prepping my face with Fenty's What It Do spray. I was hesitant about this spray because it is a dewy spray, but it leaves my face feeling really moisturized. Now I'm going in with the Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. And this primer really just makes your face look flawless. I'm setting the areas where I usually get oily with Fenty setting powder in Nutmeg. I'm going in with the Brow MVP in Black Brown, and I'm just going to do hair light strokes and fill in my eyebrows. I really like this brush on the brow pencil. It's not like a regular spoolie like every other eyebrow pencil has. It's not soft, which is what I thought it was gonna be, so it's hard enough to brush out the product and blend. Now I'm just going to clean up my eyebrows with the Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 385. The brush I use to clean up my brows is the MORPHE M124. It's really small and flat and gets the job done. After I carve my brows out with the MORPHE brush, I go in with this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to blend that out. Now I'm going in with my Fenty foundation in the shade 420, and I take about 4 pumps of that on the back of my hand because I love coverage. I want to go over the top of my brow with the foundation just so it's a more seamless blend and it's not too light. I'm blending all this out with my Fenty sponge. Going back in with the concealer in the same shade 385, I'm going to place this concealer in all the places that I want to highlight my face. Now for the bronzer, guys. I was so excited for this cream bronzer. I am in the shade Teddy. I'm using this Sephora Pro Foundation brush. It is the number 47 brush, and I'm going to place this bronzer in all the areas where I want to look more snatched. So my cheekbones, my jawline, my temples, and like a little bit on my forehead. This bronzer is so beautiful. It's so blendable and creamy, and it's a nice shade. It's not too dark on me, which I thought it was going to be by how it looks in the pan. But it's really nice, and it's not as dark as the contour I use from Fenty, which is Espresso. Now I'm just going back over that with my sponge to make sure it's really blended. Now I'm going in to blend my concealer. As I've said before in previous videos, I let the concealer sit on my face to dry down a little bit. It maximizes coverage, and the concealer doesn't move around as much when you blend it out, because you want your concealer to stay where you put it, essentially. When I'm blending out all my concealers on my face, I really go back and forth with the side of the sponge I use for my foundation, because I want it to be a really seamless blend, no lines of demarcation. Now I'm going in with the cream blush. This is in the shade Summertime Wine, and I'm using Fenty's new face brush, number 125. I believe they released it with the cream products. Guys, this is where I started to fall in love with this face. Like, oh my gosh, all the products just looked so amazing. They blended well together. I was so happy. Setting my face with the setting powder in the shade Cashew, and I'm only putting this in places where I highlighted, so under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, bridge of my nose, and around my mouth. Around my mouth, especially for just the smile lines. Setting the rest of my face with this Fenty setting powder in Nutmeg once again, and I'm using the Morphe E58. I don't believe they have this brush anymore. It's not on their website, but the E51 is pretty close to the same shape. Now I am setting my bronzer with the Fenty bronzer in Coco Naughty, and I'm using the Morphe E4 brush. It's an angled brush, it's really small, and it gets just where you want it, the product to be. Now I'm just pressing in my setting powder and brushing it away with the Morphe E58 once again. I also used the Morphe E49 brush. I'm going back in with the bronzer and this BH Cosmetics number 12 brush just to add that to my crease. I didn't have a dark brown eyeshadow from Fenty, so I'm just using the Match Stix in Espresso. This is a cream to powder formula, so I figured it would be okay on my eyelids, and I'm just taking that directly into my crease with this M433 brush from Morphe. This product actually held up really well on my eyelids. I was really happy about that. And I'm just focusing that on the outer third of my eye and dragging it in a little. I'm going to be going back and forth with this BH Cosmetics number 12 brush and the Morphe M433 brush just to deepen up the crease and blend it out just so that it's really seamless. Going in with the Fenty Snap Shadows, I have number 5, which is Peach, and I'm using the shade Bellini Baby all over my eyelid. I really wanted to create a softer glam look, and this color was just so pretty. Now I'm going in with Fenty's Flyliner in Cause I'm Black to create my wing. So I start by creating the tail of my wing first and then dragging it into the middle of my lid. And then from the inner corner to the middle to connect them. which is just dragging your line to the inner tear duct and kind of connecting it at your lower lash line. It's really hard to explain, so I hope the video shows you guys what I'm trying to say. Now I'm just going in with this E.L.F. eye crease brush, and I'm using the Matchstick Espresso and just running that on my lower lash line just for a little bit of color. I decided to set my face before I was finished with my makeup, which I rarely do. I'm going in with the Matchstick and Espresso again because Fenty doesn't have lip liners. And I'm using the Mattemoiselle lipstick in Up to No Good. And over top, I'm going to go in with the lip gloss Sweet Mouth. I'm using the highlighter Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. I'm using the Ginger Binge side, and it gave such a beautiful flush of color over my blush because the blush is not matte, so it leaves a little bit of glow to your face, which is really nice, and the Ginger Binge just like enhanced that. Now I'm using the Fenty mascara. That is the finished look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.